All right, you will have 4 total boxes here on the side of your heater. This is where all your accessories will be kept. Here we have drain tubes, okay, and there's extra in here just in case you have a lengthy run. This is where your drain tubes will be connecting to, right? Also have your feet, your rubber feet for your heaters. This will reduce noise level and just keep it super quiet for you. Let's do a quick review how to get this front plate off InverTitans. So you'll have 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get the 4 screws, push this down and pull out from the bottom. This will take your front plate off. These wires come off of here, and then you can set your plate over on the side, giving you room to work. You'll have 8 more screws to take off here. Once you take this off, which protects your inverter boards, you can now get into where you're going to be wiring at. Your 8-gauge wire will be running through here from your breaker. We got a wire harness here. Keep everything nice and neat. You run it right up through here. Your main wire hookup is going to go into L1, L2, and here's your ground. It's got a little cover that slides over the front of that. Once you're done wiring, you will take your quick connect right here, which is your male end. You're going to plug it in to your InverEco pump as shown here, or your InverEco Plus. And then you will run this comm wire to the side. Keep it nice and neat with your wiring harness, and it's going to come right here into P1 and P2. Now, when you are connecting one of our pool pumps with our pool heaters, you need to use either your digital ground, which is your yellow, and then your digital input 1, which is your white. Right now, depending on what pump you're using, it's always going to be your yellow. And if you're using an InverEco pump, it's going to be a white. If you're using an InverEco Plus, it's going to be your gray. P1 is yellow, and P2, depending on what pump you're using, if it's an InverEco, it will be white. If it's an InverEco Plus, it will be gray. So this is how you will communicate your Madimack pool pump with your Madimack heat pump. Now what happens when you plug in this comm wire to your heater? It's going to override the system. Meaning when you're calling for heat, it's going to send 5 volts to your pump and have it give your heater flow. So you no longer have to come out there and manually turn your pumps on. Every time you call for heat using our Madimack app, it will turn on your pool pump for you at the desired speed that you set it at. Now moving on to 5 and 6. This is where you will hook up for automation. If you're hooking into a pool attendant, your green and your brown wires are going to be your RS-485 connections. So pool attendant, you will hook up your green and brown. Any other automation, you are going to just do a regular 2-wire hookup. Any other automation besides pool attendant, once hooked up into 5 and 6, whether it's Pentair, J&D, Hayward, you're going to max your heater out to 104. So your automation can then change that temperature up to 104 degrees. So that's important. If you're not using the pool attendant, make sure after you hook your automation up to 5 and 6 to turn your heater up to 104, letting that automation control within that degree. All right, folks, real quick, just want to show you how to get the tops off of your InverElite. So for starters, you've got 3 screws under here. 1, 2, 3. You can pull off this top. All right, you will then have 5 more screws. This is where you're going to be running your conduit, your main wire, as well as your comm cable if you're hooking up a Madimack pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you've got those removed, this slides off here. As you see, this is where I ran my conduit, as well as my comm cable. You're gonna have 4 more screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once that is done, simply take this off. As you see here, L1, L2, ground, that is going to be your main wire hookup. P1 and P2 here, this is where you'll hook up your comm cable for your Madimack pool pump so they can communicate with each other. And then of course 5 and 6 will be your automation. If you are hooking in automation, you just take out that loop, plug in your 2-wire connection, whether it be a pool attendant, your Jandy, Hayward, or Pentair automation systems. Again, if you are using the pool attendant, it's going to be your green and brown wires and your 5 and 6. I'm going to do a quick review on what buttons to press once you get your Madimack heaters plugged in, wired and ready to go. Got it wired up. It's going to go through a couple different codes here on the screen. It's going to run through its little functions, so you'll see a bunch of numbers going through their sequence. Let's just press and hold this lock button for 3 seconds. Once the screen is unlocked, holding the button for 3 seconds, and I can simply turn on my power now. First off, you want to make sure if you're trying to heat your pool, there's going to be a sunshine lit up here. All of our heaters, no matter which model you get, come heat and chill out the box. Once the screen is unlocked, you have your menu button right here, which is what you are going to click to change in heat, chill, and auto mode. So heating mode, so you can heat your pools or your spas up to 104 degrees with the sunshine being lit up top. Now, if you're looking to cool your pool down to 54 or your spa, you need to click this button again. And as you see, you will have your snowflake up top. This is how you know it's going to be in chiller mode. Auto mode is going to keep you at whatever desired temp that you choose to be. So for instance, if you wanted to have your pool at 85 degrees all year long, and let's say that pool gets up to 87, it is going to simply kick itself into chiller mode, bring you back down to 85. Okay, so once it gets within 1.5 degrees above or below, it's going to either heat or chill your pool to get it back to what temperature that you're calling for. So next to this menu button here is your speed button, right? So right now this is calling for boost mode, and you know this because you have 3 lines lit up here. If I click this fan button, I am now in silence mode. So if you're looking to save the most energy, you want to keep it in silence mode by having these 2 lines lit up here and pressing this button. Now, if you want to heat it up as quick as you can, you want to keep it in boost mode. Turning up and down your heat using these buttons here. And the next thing is getting you into Wi-Fi mode. Now, once you've downloaded our InverGo app, you are going to simply set up your account by using an email. Make a quick password, and you will click Add Device. Okay, you'll do that by clicking the little plus sign in the top right once you have the app open, and then Add Device. Now, to get it into Wi-Fi mode, once you have everything set up in your app, you need to make sure your screen is unlocked by pressing and holding the lock button for 3 seconds. And to get it in Wi-Fi mode, you need to press and hold this power button for 10 seconds. You are then going to see a Wi-Fi icon flash in your top left-hand corner. Okay, now my heater is going to be searching for my phone, which you will simply add and connect, and you will have full functionality of your heater.